welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. So this evening I am heading to the Lowry to see the Good Enough Mums Club, which is a new musical which is on in their Quays theatre. I've kindly been gifted tickets for their press night, so I'm actually going with my mum tonight, which will be really good. So I don't know too much about the show, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Obviously I'll show you around the theatre, show you any merch, but I'm pretty sure they don't have any merch. I think it's just going to be a programme, and yeah, showing you a view from my seat. I'm actually sat in the stalls tier this evening, which I think I've done once when I went to see Cake. So interested to see what my view is like from there, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a good evening, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little vlog and review. So I've just arrived at the Lowry now, just here. Just gonna go across the bridge and head in, get our programme, and then find out where we're sitting. Seats now. We're on the stalls here, row O, seats 7 and 8, so mum's just sat across from me. It's due to start any minute. I'll just quickly show you the view from my seat, and then I'll get back to you in the interval. Okay, so this is the view from our seat. It's a really good view actually from the sides. Zoom a bit on the set. So it's now the interval. It is quite loud out here. I've just got an orange juice, mum's got wine, but the show's really good, really enjoying it. It's quite funny. You find it funny? Yeah. Does it remind you of your days of coming to Yes, it definitely took me back. Yeah, it reminds me of mine too. But yeah, it's really good. I'll obviously tell you more about it after the show. But yeah, so far we're enjoying it. The show has finished now. It was really good. The story was good. We enjoyed it. Some of the songs were really good in it as well. But we're just heading home now, so I'll tell you more about it probably tomorrow. So I'm now back from the show, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it. So obviously tonight I went to go and see the Good Enough Mums Club at the Lowry. It was on in their smaller theatre, the Quays theatre. I was sat with my mum in the stalls tier. We were sat on row O, seats 7 and 8, and it's a side-on view in the tier seats. But it was a really good view. I thought the view we had was really good. There's plenty of leg room in these seats because you basically are just on like a padded seat. I have to say they weren't very comfortable, and my mum said this as well. She didn't find the seats very comfortable. That's the only problem with the Stores tier seats. But other than that, the show was really good. So the runtime for the show is 1 hour and 55 minutes, and that includes a 20-minute interval. There were no programs available for this show, no merch, so I wasn't able to get a program. I'm not going to be able to show you a program. I'm going to look and see if I can find a cast list, cast biographies online to show you that. But if not, I can just tell you who is playing the characters, but won't be able to show you the pictures. So yeah, I'll look on the website and see if I can find their cast biographies. But anyway, the Good Enough Mums Club is a new musical created by book writer and lyricist Emily Beecher. So Emily actually suffered from postnatal depression and postnatal psychosis after the birth of her daughter, and whilst getting treatment for this, she was advised to write down her experiences as that might be helpful for her. So that's what she did, and so when she was sharing her story with other mums, she found that other mums would share their stories of motherhood with her, and so she collected up all these stories over I think a 10-year period, and used these stories to create the Good Enough Mums Club. So the show is co-directed by Sarah Meadows and Michelle Payne. The musical tells the story of 5 mothers who meet up every week at a community centre playgroup. So the women are from all different backgrounds and lifestyles, but they all have one thing in common, and that is that they're all mothers, and they bond over their motherhood experiences. So we soon learn that each mother has their individual struggles. These include things such as postnatal depression, racism and child loss. So when the council threatened to close the community playgroup, which is a safe haven for the mothers to come and just chat, the mothers decide to work together to try and find a solution, and in the process they discover that being good enough is best. So the set for the show was actually quite simple, but it was quite effective. It really did look like a little community playgroup. So they had like a little kitchenette area where the mums would make their tea and coffee. It had like a dedicated space at the side where all the prams would go, so like a little buggy part. It had like a set of colourful cupboards and storage boxes where all the toys would be stored, and it had some little colourful chairs and a little table where the kids could sit or the mothers could sit. So it really did look like a little playgroup setup. It also had a little chalkboard where we would write what the theme was for each week. So the songs in this show were good, however I didn't find them that memorable. So there's not a song that stands out to me as like, oh, that was a really good one. I actually can't remember much from the songs. I remember at the time they sounded really good and they fit well with the story, but there's nothing that like stood out to me, and there was no like earworms in this. There was nothing that like was really catchy and that you remembered. The opening number was actually really good. It was really funny. It was called 9 Months, and it was sort of like a parody or like a twist on Chicago's Cell Block Tango. It was really, really funny. So they had the 5 mamas sat on these chairs, and yeah, it was just like a take off the Cell Block Tango from Chicago. It was really, really funny. That was probably one of my favourite moments in the show. The show also had a few good ballad numbers in there, and I think every mother actually got her own solo song. So everyone got a little solo. But yeah, and the cast all had really good voices as well, but like I said, there was no really memorable songs in there. So the show has an excellent ensemble cast. All of the women are mothers themselves, so they all seemed really relatable. So playing uppity playgroup leader B, we had Joanna Kirkland, and she gave a really strong performance, and she had really good comic timing as well. We then had Jade Samuels, who played the down-to-earth mother Chantel. I thought she came across really relatable, and she also gave a really moving performance. Playing Mum Sophie, we had Amy Ross, who was just hilarious in her role. And again, she had excellent comic timing. We then had Amy Ross, who was playing the mum of twin boys. I thought Amy had a really good voice, really enjoyed her solo number in the show. We then had Belinda Wollaston. She was playing new mum Esme, and again I thought she gave a really strong performance. And I actually thought all 5 women worked really well together, and you really believed in their friendship. There was a few funny bits in the show which I thought were really good. There's a part in the show where the mums, where the 5 women portray the children of the mothers, and I thought these little bits were really funny, and were a good little addition to the story. So I think this happened a few times, and yeah, I thought the acting from the women when they were playing the children was really good. They definitely had some of the children's sort of young children's mannerisms, and they were really believable as toddlers. Another bit which I really enjoyed in the show was when there was World Book Day, and the mothers actually came dressed up as characters. Most of the mums were actually dressed as characters from TV programs rather than books. Obviously they do have books of the TV shows, but they weren't like a traditional book, so it was quite funny. I think one of them was dressed as Chase from Paw Patrol, another one was Stick from Hey Duggee, what was the other one? Bluey. The other one was Bluey, and the mum who was the leader of the playgroup, she was the witch from Room on the Broom, so she was the only one that really was from a proper book. But I thought that was really funny when they came all dressed up. I really enjoyed that bit. So I thought The Good Enough Mum Club was a great musical. It's definitely very relatable. I think every mother can relate to something in the show. The audience was definitely filled with mothers. I took my mother along with me, and she really enjoyed it, and she definitely related to some of the things in the show. Obviously her children are all grown up now, but she still remembers and could relate to the show, which was really good. So yeah, I think it's a great new musical. It's got an excellent ensemble cast. It has a story with a lot of heart, and I thought it was a true celebration of motherhood, and it showcases not just the good parts of motherhood but also the bad and more difficult parts of motherhood as well. And it also has a good message that being good enough is enough. You don't have to strive for perfection as a mother. Just being enough, just being good enough is enough. And I thought it's a really good message to have, and yeah, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good show. Definitely recommend it. I think by the time this goes up it's probably finished its run at the Lowry, but I will link down below the official website for the show, and I think that should mention on there where it is touring to. But yeah, it's a really good show. I think if you're a mother you'll definitely relate to this more, but even non-mothers I think would enjoy it as well. Maybe new expecting mothers maybe shouldn't go and see it because it might put them off a bit, but yeah, definitely really enjoyed it. Me and my mum had a great time. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog. I know there wasn't as much to film for this one, like I haven't got a programme, but hopefully you've enjoyed what I did manage to film. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the little vlog. If you do enjoy these sort of videos, then do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified as soon as a new video goes up. I've got quite a lot of videos to go up. I've got a bit of a backlog. I've still got some videos from London which I went to see in the summer, and I've still not got those up yet. I've got a Hamilton vlog coming up. I've got an Oliver vlog coming up. I've got a Life of Pi one coming up. So there's quite a few coming up. I've also got a pantomime one coming up soon as well. So yeah, there's lots of videos coming up on the channel. So like I said, subscribe and hit the notification bell and be notified as soon as those goes up. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.